Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om 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 Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Api Nak Suhrda Ata Bandhava Krishna Devata Drishta Shruta Va Yadava Swapuryam Sukham Asate Apinak Suhrda Ata Bandhava Krishna Devata Drishta Shruta Vayadava Sapuryam Sukhamasate Apinak Suhrdastata Bandhava Krishna Devata Drishta Shruta Vayadava Sapuryam Sukhamasate Apinak Suhrdastata Bandhava Krishna Devata Drishta Shruta Vayadava Sapuryam Sukhamasate Api Weather Naha Our Suhrdaha Well-wishers Tata Oh my uncle Bandhava Friends Krishna Devata Those who are always wrapped in the service of Lord Shri Krishna. Drishta by seeing them. Shruta or by hearing about them. Va either. Yadavaha the descendants of Yadu. Swapurya along with their residential place. Sukhamasate if they are all happy. Translation. My uncle, you must have visited Dwaraka. In that holy place there are friends and well-wishers, the descendants of Yadu, who are always wrapped in the service of Lord Shri Krishna. You might have seen them or heard about them. Are they all living happily in their abodes?
Apina Sridastata Bandhava Krishna Devata Drishya Sutava Jadava Sapujyang Sukhamasat. So, Yudhishthira Maharaj, after meeting Vidura, the first inquiry was about the family of Krishna. That is Krishna consciousness. He was always thinking of Krishna. Now, because he has come back home by touring different places of pilgrimage, Dwarka is also one of the celebrated place of pilgrimage. So he expected that Vidura must have gone to Dwarka, and when he had gone to Dwarka, he must have some news from Krishna's place. So Krishna is a friend, intimate friend of the Pandava. Therefore he says, no means our. Suhida. Suhida, this word, always thinking of others' good, that is called Suhida. The heart is not contaminated. Hida means heart. And Su means very good. But Krishna says also that Suhida Sarvabhutana. And here Yudhishthira Maharaj confirms, not Suhida. Actually Krishna is Suhida. Suhida means well-wisher. as the father is the well-wisher of the sons, or intimate friend, well-wisher. Here in the material world, although I may be your well-wisher, you may be well-wisher, but there is some interest. Unless there is some interest for my personal benefit, I cannot become your Suhida. This is material Suhida. But spiritual Suhida is different. Spiritual Suhida means everyone is suffering for want of spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness. Therefore, attempts should be made so that everyone becomes Krishna conscious. That is spiritual Suhida. We are now entangled. Actually, our position in this material existence is not very good. Everyone sees it practically. Still, they want to adjust. Let us make it good. Let us make it. That is called punah chadvita charvana. Now, again and again change the tune. Just like generally, a father, especially in India, he wants that his son may be well situated. Therefore we don't get Indian youth very much. Because the father and mother settles them. What is that? Get them married and give them some earning capacity either by service or business. So he becomes satisfied. This is the end of life. Grihamedi. Just now I am married, it is my duty to stick to the griha and enjoy senses. That's all. Grihamedi. Sacrifice for Krishna, brahmachari, sannyasi. Sannyasis have become rogues, and there is no brahmachari, not vanaprastha. Therefore, it is very difficult to get Indian workers. They have no. Your qualification is, I told in the beginning, that you have got a renouncing spirit. That is a great qualification. Tyaga. Renunciation is opulence also. Krishna, 6 opulences. One of the opulences is renunciation. Aishajyasya samagrasya birjasya jasasya jnana vairagya. Vairagya means renunciation. You have enough of this material enjoyment. You have enjoyed. Or you have seen that there is no actually profit. Therefore, you are in a spirit. That is natural. That is natural. If one has enjoyed very much, the next stage will be renunciation. This is natural. So, because you have got a renouncing spirit, you are understanding or taking Krishna consciousness very nicely, at least very eagerly. Jnana vairagya, that is required. This vairagya, I therefore sometimes like these hippies because they have a spirit of renunciation. That is a very good position. Simply they require jnana or knowledge, then their life will be successful. To bring one to the platform of renunciation, that is a very difficult job. Especially when one has got nice wife, nice home, nice bank balance, it is very, very difficult. So, there is a version by Krishna that one who is anxious to take Krishna consciousness, but he is entrapped with this binding, nice wife, nice children, nice home, nice bank balance. So, Krishna, in order to give such devotee facility, he takes her. Harisheta dhanam jani, jasyaham anuginnami, harisheta dhanam jani. Just like he did with the Pandavas. The Pandavas were devotees, but at the same time, they were king, their attachment. So therefore Krishna took away their everything, their kingdom, their wife, their position, their honor, taste. But still they did not give up Krishna, therefore they came out victorious. So Krishna sometimes tastes, that's how much one devotee is. He forcibly makes him a renounce in order. That is Krishna's special favor. So, this Vairagya Jnana, it is required. We are discussing the last night also. Vitaraga Bhayakrut. These things are required. Unless one becomes completely, how it is called, averse, detached. So, what is this nonsense, material life? That's a very good qualification. If one understands this perfectly, this is all rubbish, this material enjoyment. It's a great qualification. Akinchan. Akinchan. Akinchan means do not possess anything material. Akinchana gochara. Queen Kunti, when he was receiving Krishna, she said, "My dear Krishna, you are akinchana gochara. You are realized by a person who has no material position. And you have given us now so much material position, how we can understand you?" That was Kunti was regretting. That when we are in distress, you are always with us. Now you have given us kingdom and everything. Now we are going away to Dwarka. What is this, Krishna? Better let us go again to that distress condition so that you may remain with us. Akinchana gochara. Krishna is akinchana gochara. Anyone who wants to enjoy material life, it is not possible to become fully Krishna conscious. This is very secret. Therefore Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Niskinchanas Bhagavad Bhajanonmukhas. Bhagavad Bhajan, to become devotee, Krishna conscious, is meant for Niskinchanas, one who does not possess anything in the material. That does not mean he should be poverty-stricken. No. He should know it fully that nothing belongs to me, everything belongs to Krishna. I am simply his servant. This is called akinja. If I think by keeping Krishna in front, let me possess some material things, that is another cheating. That is not akinja. You should be fully conscious that everything belongs to Krishna and nothing to us. Then Krishna becomes your Suhida. He takes charge. How? Your benefit will be there, ultimate. Tesham sataduruktanam bhajatam pritipudbhagam dadam. Pritipudbhagam. This is very great determination. Krishna, I simply want you. Nothing, anything else. Nothing. Na dharang, na janang, na sundaring, kabitang, va jagadisha. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taught this philosophy, repeated. Niskincanasya, Bhagavad Bhajan. Bhagavad Bhajan means he himself became Niskincan. He was Krishna himself, most opulent. Taktas, Surepshitas, Sudushtaja Surepshita Rajala king. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had the most beautiful wife, goddess of fortune, Vishnu Priya, Lakshmi Priya. But for the benefit of the whole world, although he is Krishna. He showed us the example. At the age of 24 years, he took sannyas. He was not unhappy in his home. He had his very affectionate mother and some affectionate mother and most affectionate wife, beloved wife. But still, it is very difficult to renounce the affection of mother and love of wife. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did it. The fly is still disturbing. So, tattva sudustaja. Therefore, in the Bhagavad it is said, sudustaja, very difficult to give up. The fan is good. Tattva sudustaja suripsita Rajala king. And Rajala king, such nice, beautiful wife, desired even by the demigod. Such a nice wife, he gave up. Tatvas surepsita sudustaja surepsita Rajala king dhanmishta arjavatasa jadagadharannam jat ja agat arannam. To arannam means going to the forest means to take sannyas. Going to the Himalaya does not mean, or going to the forest does not mean that you should actually go there. One should give up this family affection and dedicate the whole life for Krishna's service. That is really going to the forest. Not that unnecessarily. It may be beneficial for his personal self, but real renunciation is to have no more interest in so-called limited jurisdiction of family, social, international, national, but the whole interest is for Krishna. That is real renunciation. That is described in the Bhagavad Gita. Renunciation does not mean give up this world. That I was explaining. Our philosophy is not. The Jagat is mithya. Why Jagat mithya? We don't say that. Jagat is fact. It may be temporary, but it is a fact. Now, so long we have got this Jagat, let us utilize it for Krishna. That is renunciation. We cannot say this microphone is mithya. So long the microphone is in my possession, let it be used for Krishna's service. This is renunciation. Everyone using this microphone, these modern machines, for his personal gain. But we are not using for personal gain. We are traveling all over the world, spending so much money, jet plane and this plane, just to push Krishna consciousness as much as possible. This is renunciation. Not that sitting one place doing nothing and become Krishna conscious, then they will fall down. Don't imitate Haridas Thakur. That is not possible. We must. So, to such person, Krishna is Surida. Surida, here it is said, Apina Surida, Stata, uncle, Bandhava, Krishna Devata. Krishna Devata, and one who has accepted Krishna as the worshipable deity, he is called Krishna Devata. There are so many demigods they have taken to worship. The Romans were worshipping demigods. In India, they also worship demigods. That will not make you happy. Antavatta phalam tesha tad bhavati alpamedasa. to take some benediction from the demigods. Although people go there, kankantang karmanang siddhing jajanti iha devata. People are very much attached to enjoy this material world, so they worship Durga, Kali, or Lord Shiva, kankantang karmanang siddhi. They get immediately some material benefit. But tad bhavati alpamedasam. What will you do with some temporary material benefit? That is the instruction of Krishna. Don't be attracted by the temporary material benefits. Just try for permanent, eternal benefit. Go back to home, back to God. That is it. That is it. What will you do? Suppose you become king. How long will you remain king? Or there are so many dangers. Sometimes the kings are beheaded. King John was beheaded. So, material position is always tilting, yes. There is no fixed position. It will end. Therefore Krishna says, antavattu phalam tesha. Antavat means it will end. Today or tomorrow or 100 years after. It will end. So why should you are eternal, why should you hanker after these things which will exist for some few years? You are eternal, accept the eternal position. That is Krishna consciousness movement. Eternal position. So for that eternal position, you have to make Krishna Devata. Krishna is the worshipable divinity. Krishna is eternal, and if you fix up your service to Krishna, then Krishna will accept you as servant, naturally you become eternal. There is a very nice story. Nice story, not a fact. Savitri Sattvavan. Savitri Sattvavan. These incidences are mentioned in the Shastras to give us lesson. Savitri was a very chaste, devoted woman. Savitri. In India, to the woman, in order to become very chaste and devoted to husband, they observe the ritualistic ceremony to worship Savitri Sattvavan. This Savitri was in love with a boy, was destined to die on the marriage day. But still she married. She knew that as soon as I will be married, and the same day my husband will die. So, she pleased the Jamaraj. After the death of the husband died, but she pleased the Jamaraj. So much so that Jamaraj was ready to give her some benediction. So Jamaraj said, what benediction you want? Now, as woman, I wish that maybe a son of mine from me. All right, you will get a son. Then again she said that if you are taking away my husband, I will get my son. So her husband was made alive. See, indirectly. So, Krishna Devata, if you actually want to be eternally blissful, take to Krishna Devata. There is no need of praying for make me immortal. No. If you accept Krishna Devata, then automatically, just like the benediction was, that you will get a son. Automatically her husband was made alive. So Krishna Devata. So Yudhishthira Maharaj asking that, did you see them the Jadu families, who have Krishna as their worshipable deity. Drishta Sutava Jadava Jadu. Jadava is plural number. Sapujjang Sukamasate. Whether they are happy in their home, Sapujjang, Sapuri, Dwarka. So in this way, Krishna consciousness means always thinking of Krishna and make Krishna the friend. Krishna says that Suidang Sarvabhutan, actually Krishna is the only friend. And he is sitting in everyone's heart. He is so nice friend that he is simply trying to induce us to turn our face towards Krishna. He is coming as avatar, incarnation. He is giving us advice from the within. The Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekang Saranam Braja is such a nice friend. Although you have left Krishna, Krishna has not left us. Yes, he is living with me within my heart to give me advice. Please come back. Sarvadharman Parityajya Mamekang. So Krishna is so nice friend. He is such a nice friend that even to the enemy he gives the greatest benediction. Just like Putana. Putana came to kill Krishna, smearing poison on her breast. But Krishna gave her promotion on the motherly platform. Krishna is so grateful that this demon might have come to me to poison me, but I have sucked her breast. She has become my mother. Therefore, she must get the position of my mother. Krishna is so great. If you give little service to Krishna sincerely, Krishna will never forget you. And he is so powerful. If Krishna becomes your friend and Krishna remembers you, then what do you want more? Just imagine. That's why Krishna, it is says, Krishna Devata. Fix up your mind in Krishna and be happy. Thank you very much.